Hey guys, it's Tommy from BodyBeActive, and in this video I'm going to show you how to cook seared salmon. A lot of people are afraid of cooking fish at home just because they think it's a little hard. They usually save that for ordering in a restaurant, but honestly you can cook salmon way better than they cook at many of the 3-4 star restaurants, and it's really easy. Not to mention you'll cook it a lot more healthy. So all you need to do is go to the store and buy some of these individual packages of wild Pacific salmon or some type of salmon. What you want to do is make sure that it's wild caught though. You don't want farm raised salmon. It's often cheaper, but it's not nearly as good for you. There could be some toxins in the fish and you don't want that. So just get wild caught salmon. If you can't find it in these individual packages, buy it in the larger ones. I just like these because they're already portioned out per person, so you know, if you have 2 people eating, you just need 2 of these packages, and they only cost about $1, $1.50, and at the most around $2 a piece. So right away you're noticing that you're spending a lot less money than ordering a $15 meal of fish at the restaurant. So anyways, I'm going to open these up and then I'll show you how to season them correctly. Alright, so now that I opened up the salmon packages, first thing I'm going to let you know is when they come in a package, they usually have the skin on, obviously on one side, and it's completely boneless. But you could choose to remove the skin if you're afraid of it, or some people freak out when they see it, like my wife. So what I do is I just cut it off so both sides are just the meat, and that's really easy to do. You just peel back a corner of the skin and you just take a knife and you just run it underneath. It's really easy. But either way, if you want to eat it with the skin on, skin off, it doesn't really matter. But what you need to do for seasoning on this is, first of all, start with some extra virgin olive oil, and you just brush the fish like that on both sides. And then what you want to do is just put some sea salt on top of there, some crushed ground pepper, some red pepper flakes, and depending on how hot you like it, I put quite a bit on mine. Adds a little heat and it adds a little crunch to the outside. That's why I put that on there. And also some rosemary leaves. And now this isn't fresh rosemary, it's just the dried kind. It works really great. So you just put it on both sides and it looks something like that. And I'm going to do that to both fillets of the fish, and I'll show you how to cook it. Alright, so now it's time to cook these. And what you want to do is get electric griddle or any type of oven pan hot enough, about 350 degrees, and just add some olive oil on the bottom. And you want it pretty hot so it sears the outside, hence the name seared salmon. And with fish, you don't want to cook very long. You want to cook them probably, I don't know, 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Just enough so it cooks the middle flesh. And that's about it. The reason why you want it hot, of course, is to sear the outside. If you cook it on a lower heat, it just cooks a little bit slower and it gets kind of mushy. I like my fish with a little crunch on the outside and soft on the inside. So that's why we put the ingredients on like we did. So I'm going to let these cook for a couple minutes, then I'll just flip them and then let it cook a little bit longer, and then I'll show you what it's like. And a way you can check to make sure a fish is done, just take a fork and scrape the flesh, and if it flakes off, then it's done. And you don't want to overcook fish because then it gets all chewy and pretty gross. So I'm going to cook these for a couple minutes and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Alright, so I just pulled off the salmon fillets off the electric griddle. They took a little less than 5 minutes to cook from start to finish, so cooking fish is really quick. So you don't want to burn them, but as long as you keep an eye on them, cook them about 2–2.5 minutes on each side, and then they're done. And this fish is really crunchy to the outside touch, but nice and moist on the inside. This is exactly how you want it. And cooking this fish probably saved you 3/4 the price you'd pay at a restaurant. So this is only 1/4 the price that you would pay, and it's just as healthy, or if not more healthy, because at restaurants a lot of times they use butter to make it look better, where we use some extra virgin olive oil, which is healthier for you. So Just serve it with a lemon wedge and some brown rice and steamed vegetables, and you got a whole meal for under, I don't know, about under $5 a person. So thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next.